Right on. So it's the first time in the boat for me this year. Joe's been out a little bit, so we're looking for some early season walleyes here, exploring the Mississippi, here in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Minnesota border here, and hopefully we'll be able to find some fish. Joe was getting them on the pool above us recently, trolling trolling husky jerks, but we've got really warm weather. It's March right now, and look at what we're wearing. So fish are really moving, starting to run. Looks like the water's already up to 45 degrees, so a big spike in temperature. So we're gonna screw around with, it sounds like some Dubuque rigs. We'll be pitching some stuff, maybe crankbaits. Who knows? First time out in the boat. I'm just jacked to be out here with Mr. Riverman Joe. There we go. He just smacked it. That was awesome. I just went to lift up and bam, that was cool. I don't know what we got, but
I bet you
got a
that's
good
Mr.
bite.
Walter that hit
Joe.
I'm gonna go with the plastic.
I mean, it was a thump, so I'm thinking you are correct. Walleye. Oh, and he ate the, the Dubuque rig. That is pretty cool.
He ate the fly.
He ate the fly.
So,
all right, I have officially caught a walleye in 2026. So this
there,
is
on the fly. I might have to do that.
My first time, yeah. So I got this little VMC. It's one of those red line Nikos, and I'd heard about this, and I just tied one up. And we got ourselves a walleye here. That was a good deal. Look at that, jerry rig. But I'll show you. Get this guy back. Mike, do you want this one for Betsy?
I think we're good.
Joe, do you want this one?
Yeah, first year a guy can ever do this.
All right, so this is the setup that I've got going on here, and we're just experimenting. So, and this is my first time, so take it for what it is. But Joe kind of walked us in the right program here. So this is a VMC Moon Eye jig. This is 3/4 ounce. Joe said, you know, of course, bring everything from 1/8 all the way up to an ounce. And I don't think a lot of anglers carry those 1/2, 3/4, and 1 ounce, but they're definitely worth having. So got this is the dropper line. So this is basically, we're making this contact the bottom. This little VMC 3-way swivel here. And then Joe just said, you know, a plain hook. So that Nico hook would be an ideal hook for doing something like this, or just a live bait hook. But that goes to the 3-way, and bam, that's what it is. So first walleye of the year, new technique. I'm loving it. So when we get a little more dialed, I'll share some more with you, but that's pretty cool. So Joe, you buying bait?
Yes, sir. With the Dubuque rigs, it's pretty important to don't pay attention to your graph and the speed you're going. Pay attention to your line angle and the progress you're making, because you want to maintain upstream movement, but you also want to make sure that you're not getting your line too flat. If your line's getting out flat, you're going to snag up. You're not going to get the best bottom contact. You want to keep a 45-degree angle if you're working it right. If let's say if your line's getting flat and you're not feeling bottom, bring your drop weight up. You can go up to an ounce. We're running 3/4 ounce, probably moving 0.4 miles an hour. If it's straight up and down, we'll pick up your speed on your trolling motor and get pushing forward. But it's important to make sure you keep moving those baits. It's going to keep your high line floating high and your drop rig down below. You want to keep a distance between those, and that's going to help you a lot.
Brown, purple.
Yeah. That pro blue. Hey.
He thumped it.
There's a fish.
Another thumper. Cool, Joel, this looked good. It's just an eater. But
what do we got going on?
I think we have ourselves a sauger.
Yeah, little guy.
Little guy. All right, so
on the plastic.
Here's my multi-species technique here. Getting them on, or multi-presentation technique. That one came on the 3/4 ounce Moon Eye with a little ringworm here. So that's a Big Bite Baits ringworm, and that is a sauger. Cool. That's kind of the cool. This is the only time of year I ever catch saugers, it seems like, right away in the spring. So Mike's gonna bring that home and cook it for his wife, and he's gonna be a happy man. So living the dream, baby.
The dream.
So the rod I'm using for doing this Dubuque rig or Wolf River rig, whatever you want to call it, is this, you know, so the system is the heavy jig up to a 3-way, and then we're going to either a bear hook or a little fly with the minnow. Is a 7-foot, it's a medium power fast action. This one happens to be the Premier, and I always tell people that I think the most versatile rod that you can get is that 7-foot fast, whatever, you know, your price point is. You can just do so many things with it. So the reel I'm using is one of Daiwa's more famous reels. It's the Regal. It's not a super high-end reel, but it really does pack in a lot of features. And the one thing I'll say about this one is the 3000. I'm ordering pretty much 3000s instead of 2500s anymore. If you looked online at Daiwa's reels, you would see that the weight of a 3000 and a 2500 are equal. So the benefits you get from a 3000 are the larger spool primarily. So you're getting that bigger spool size, better line management. I think you're getting a better drag with the bigger reels, and even on some of these lower price point reels, you know, reels that are under $100, you're still getting a really sweet system. And then if you like to travel, the Regals also have the handle that folds, so it's a little bit different than, you know, you're getting a lot of the, on the high-end reels, you're gonna have those machined one-piece handles, which are nice, they feel really solid, but people who like to ice fish, or if you're traveling, you get the ability to just pack that thing down. So overall, this is a great value price reel. So I'm a big fan of the Regal. I've got a bunch of them, and I don't think you can go wrong with it. It is hard to tell people that they need to spend hundreds of dollars on a reel when this is actually pretty darn sweet setup. Now for line, just running 10-pound Sufix 832. Main line. I like the high vis yellow. It's super great in the river. You can see it lay flat on the surface of the river when your jig hits the bottom. So that's it. We're going to, we're actually using, Joe claims that monofilament is better. So we're actually using 12-pound Pro Mix mono is the leader material that we're using there. So 12-pound onto the 3-way, and that's been the setup, man. Pretty sweet.
There's one.
Joe.
There we go.
Joe.
That's more what we're looking for.
All right. You're the man, Joe. You just got to point out the turtles and then.
Right. Oh, I don't even know if that's a walleye, but could be. If it is, it's a nice one.
Sweet. I'll get behind you here. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, this is pretty fun.
What
I
is
mean,
it?
who doesn't love a nice, beautiful spring day? I mean, I love fishing any time of year, but spring, when you get a chance to get out after a long winter and do this, is
Who
amazing.
knows what it is?
I'm thinking, Joe, you just got a state record walleye here. At first I thought maybe, because it seemed like you made some headway.
Right.
Hopefully the net's big enough.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh, big carp.
It might be a channel.
I think it's a buff.
I think it's a common carp.
There he is. Oh, it's a common.
Yeah.
Yeah, did he eat the minnow? No, just hit him right in the snouts with it.
Nice.
All right.
Woo, you got him on the fly?
On the fly.
Holy
it felt like he ate it, but
that is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Way to go, Joe.
Well, fought it like a
Little
champ.
action. Hey, that was
Little
great.
action.
Starting to add it up, not the whoppers, but that is really cool. It's always fun. You can hear me, always fun using trying something new, learning different techniques.
So yeah, one good point to make, and I guess for a lot of people who aren't familiar with fishing the river here, it is very important. Low water makes fishing easier. There's low current, easy boat control. Everybody thinks it's better, but it presents a challenge because these fish are spread out all over this river. I mean, they can be anywhere. There's nothing forcing them to do anything. High water brings great opportunity because it's going to take and it's going to blow these fish out of all this main channel, and they're going to have to find protection, relief from the current. It's going to concentrate these fish. And it's going to allow anglers to learn how to pinpoint these locations and put baits in front of them that they're going to have a lot more fish seeing their baits and seeing their presentations than you would fishing all this.
There's one.
Atta boy.
I got a walleye, pretty sure. See if I can get him back here for you, Joe. Ooh, yeah, it's the chunkiest one today.
There we go.
Nice, that's better. Heck yeah. Sweet. Got that one on the ringworm. Excellent. Sweet. Now you got to worry about all the rigs on this. Boy, fat, beautiful walleye, not gigantic, but hey man, this is a great time to get out in the spring. You know, these river opportunities exist all over the Midwest, and it seems like there's getting to be more and more opportunity all the time to target these things. So not catching a bunch of jumbos today, but man, we're in the boat, we're catching walleyes, a great early spring opportunity, and appreciate Joe taking us down here to get on some of these fat river walleyes like that. Woo! There we go.
Oh,
that might be a better one.
There you go. Another one.
Another one.
Inside rod.
It is. I need to. I'll go with the outside this next pass, Joe, and get you on the. Should be coming up here any second. Oh yeah.
There's another one.
Nice. Yeah. Sweet. Oh, and that was on the fly.
On the fly.
You just
that
can't
fly
tell,
is
huh?
killer.
Oh baby. That's fun, man. I'm just jacked. It is super sweet to be in the boat once again. Look at that. How about that? Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So there we go. Another chunky walleye, spring walleye, man. It's just like when you get in the boat and you get to catch fish this time of year, it is amazing. Like this is, yeah, like just such an awesome fish because I've already caught any this year. So this is great, man. If you get a chance, get out, enjoy the rivers, and just experiment. It's just such a great time to be on the water. You get these beautiful days. Fish are cooperative. You just gotta experiment with a few things, get your boat control dialed in, and just some variations on a jig and a plastic, jig and a minnow is really all you need to go have a good time on the water.